Great morning, great morning, great morning. I am Nicole D. Jones, and I am just happy and grateful for another day. I'm happy and grateful for life. I tell you all the time, I don't take life for granted. I don't take you for granted. I firmly believe that every day that we have breath in our body, that we have to understand that it is a present to us. We cannot go into our past. We cannot predict the future. So every moment that we have, every time we have breath in our body, I'm happy and grateful for it because it's another opportunity for me to right my wrongs. So again, I am Nicole D. Jones. We come on here every Monday to be accountability to one another. I just come to remind you that you are healthy, you are wealthy, you are prosperous, and everything that your hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow great things because you are great. All right. You are created in love. You were created by love. All right. I played What's Love Got to Do with It this morning because I had an opportunity to be a part of a youth boot camp on Friday night. So there were actually 24 young people that came in, and my station, or what I asked, was what's love got to do with it? And man, when I tell you, like, love is what it is. All of us have a different definition, but to me, it's a state of being, being. Okay. So I had an opportunity to share that, and it's on my heart this morning because you know what we're doing with these Meal Prep Mondays is, as I stated, this year Jehovah God has just laid something on my heart a little different. Okay, we all start out strong at the beginning of year with vision. Some people call them New Year's resolutions. There's a synergy that's in the universe, that's in the air, and we're all hyped and we're amped. But if we're honest with ourselves, usually by the third week of January, it begins to fade off. All right. By this point in May, we're at the end of May. You don't even hear people talking about vision or their goals or New Year's resolutions. Most people are not even doing them. But I felt like it was so important for us to focus on the things that do not allow us or that distract us from fulfilling our vision and our purpose. All right. So if you need to catch up, anything, always go to the YouTube. I am Nicole D. Jones. I was slipping for a minute. They weren't caught up, but they are definitely caught up now. Okay. But today, last week, I talked about our posture. All right. Being the best version of you unapologetically, when you do it through a posture of submission and humility, not arrogance and pride, you can't go wrong. But it's been pressing on me because I know that we talk about mental health and we talk about when we hear mental health, because mental health is real, all right? We immediately think about the person that is medicated, psychosis, depression, anxiety, all these things. But we all need to do a self-check on our mental health, okay? We all need to be able to do it because we have to understand that we're supernatural in this natural space, all right? We're supernatural. Your original DNA is kingship, is kingdom. Your spirit with a soul wrapped in this flesh. And the only place that you can be battled is in the mind. That doesn't change because of a person or a situation. There's a chemical mental health, but there is also an emotional. And we all have emotions because we have a soul, all right? So this is the thing, because we're Meal Prep Monday, all right? Monday, I'm just trying to shift your perspective. And I want you to start standing on, it's never what we go through, but it's how we choose to get through it. Okay. And the reason I started off with Tina Turner, what's love got to do with it? Love has everything to do with it. All right. Now I know the song is a natural song, and she says, who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Listen, if you need it or don't need it, at the end of the day, you have it. All right. Your subconscious mind is your true heart. All right. And it comes from Jehovah God. It is in your creation. All right. So love has everything to do with it. But when we start putting love in the right perspective, we start to learn how to love ourselves first. All right. God is love. He chose you before he even created earth. Y'all know that, right? You were already chosen. Your purpose, all of that was already chosen before he chose to form the earth, okay? Your purpose was activated on the cross when Jesus shed his blood for us, all right? It's the blood, okay? It's the blood that activated your purpose. You're not looking for purpose, you are purpose. You don't have to create an atmosphere and you don't have to come up with an idea and try to create it. We have to learn to receive the gift of who we are, period, okay? So it was activated over 2,000 years ago that for such a time as this, he has brought you into this natural realm for such a time as this. What is such the time? It is for your purpose to be fulfilled. It's for you to walk out what was already activated. Okay? So Meal Prep Monday, why am I going down this rabbit hole? Because I'm so tired of Lucifer, who wants to kill, steal, and destroy each one of us. You gotta understand, see, listen, the game never changes, just the players. So we gotta understand who we are in this fixed fight that is already won for you and me. It's a fixed fight, y'all, and we've already won. So when sickness tries to come against you, by his stripes, you already healed. What happens is we got to learn how to get back to the creator, to our original DNA, and find out where on those 39 stripes does this whip work for me? Okay? You got to understand, because you're breathing, because you have breath in your body, that there's an adversary, the prince of this air, the prince of this world, the one who's trying to regulate, dictate, and move the natural occurrences of this earth, this journey called life. He wants to kill you, steal from you, and destroy you, because you have an opportunity to go eternally where he never can go. Period. All right? So if it's sickness that you're coming against, see, there's power. Life and death is held in your mouth. What are you speaking? What are you speaking? Well, Nicole, you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know how I feel. I don't know what you're going through, and I don't know how you feel. But I know what I'm going through, and I know how I feel. I feel like the bottom of my feet stay warm because I'm standing in hell all the time. But what are you saying? Okay? So yes, y'all know I'm a venter. Okay? I'm a venter. I'm going to say some stuff. I'm going to say some things, but I try to give myself a 3-minute limit to murmur and complain. But at the end of everything I say, but God, not my will, but your will be done. I am so happy and grateful now that by your stripes, I am healed. I'm so happy and grateful now that it's a fixed fight and I've already won. Now I'm getting a little weak, sister, weak at the knees today. However, comma, I know that I've already won. What are you speaking? Okay? If there's anybody that you know that is battling in their mind, if you love them, if you care about them, what's love got to do with it? Everything. Because God is love. So guess what? That means that you were created from love, by love, to give love. You are love. Love has everything to do with it because you have everything to do with it. Okay? Somebody going through something, you can listen, but encourage them to get up. All right? It's never what we go through, it's how we choose to get through it. You love someone, you care about someone, let's just not let them waddle in their sorrow for a long time. Well, I know this person, you don't know this person. They just gonna keep being negative. They're gonna keep doing this. They're not gonna listen. How you know what they gonna do? And it's not your job. Okay? Your job is to plant whatever seed that's laid on your heart. Have you ever thought that maybe if you're just love, your presence is enough? Everything that we go through, this Meal Prep Monday, y'all, All right. I feel like I'm on a rant today, probably because I am, because I'm mad. All right. I'm so irritated. I'm angry, but I can be angry as long as I don't sin in my anger. Okay. I want y'all to know there's a being that wants to kill, steal, and destroy from you all the time. All right. He'll allow great moments to happen. And then when you get alone or so you get a phone call, here it come to be this Debbie Downer and the damper and all this and that. This is why you got to know who has access to you and why. This is why you got to know what is your portion to bite off and what is not. Everything ain't for you. Okay? So you got to know these things in order for you to be able to be who you are unapologetically. In order for you to be able to do it with a posture of submission and humility, you got to recognize, first of all, you got to be true to you. All right? You got to be true to you. You fall, you sin, you do all that. Nobody does not. But you know how to get up, period. Okay? So you first keep your eyes on you. I promise you, if you take a stance like that, it's enough in you now that will humble your boutique. Okay? You get humble now because you'll begin to understand that the places that you may try to walk in judgment, you recognize it because it's a little bit of that in you. I'm just saying. But when we get to a point where we understand it's the testimony, it's the testing of our life, it's the testing of our faith that is what makes us tailor-made and unique to be the light in some dark places for someone else. We won't look at the trials and the tests as bad. Okay? We won't look at it. It's been so much going on around me that I have to be honest with myself, because when you got a lot going on, you can't help but to be affected by it. All right. You can try to be where, you're supposed to be, stay in your lane and this and that. We're human. You care about people, you share, you say things. But at the end of the day, their stuff, you hold it if you care about somebody. Okay. You think about it, you pray about it, you do all these different things. But this is the thing. You're not Jesus. You didn't die on the cross for me and I ain't down on the cross for you. However, we are like Jesus, okay? So this is why I say it's never what we go through, it's how we choose to get through it. So you have to start lining these things up and you got to go to the original DNA of you. You can't learn you without Jehovah God. Well, I don't believe in Jehovah God. All right, well, whatever you want to name it and call it. See, some people get caught up on, this person serves this. And please hear me, because I am not a theologian, nor do I claim to be one. The Bible, that's the personal growth and self-development book that I read first and foremost. But I go into a Napoleon Hill and a David and Monite and all of that. But here's the thing. What I've learned is regardless to what you want to say, call it naturally, I don't care. Because at the end of it, what you can't change is that your spirit, Jehovah God, with a soul wrapped in this flesh, and no name changes that. Okay? So the Holy Spirit lead, guides, and direct me. You may call it intuition, bubble guts, funny feeling. I don't care. At the end of the day, whatever it is that leads you to the light, you got to learn how to follow that, regardless to what this dark world looks like. I'm trying to help somebody today because all hell breaking loose. I don't know what's going on in your yard, but all hell breaks loose. So I take the moments of having a bonus child that's come into my life to bring light yesterday. Shout out to Tyler Jones, okay? Graduate of Spelman, all right? You listen, but that don't mean hell didn't stop around me. That doesn't mean that I have friends that their psychosis stopped. That doesn't mean that the suicide, the depression, and the anxiety that's trying to kill, steal, and destroy people I know, it just paused because of time. Why am I saying all this? It's Meal Prep Monday. I want to encourage y'all, okay? It's not what we go through. It's how we choose to get through it. It's how we learn to go deeper inside. This is why I tell y'all, keep your eyes on you, all right? These are distractions, okay? Sickness is a distraction. Mental health, it is a distraction, okay? I am not saying that it doesn't weigh, but what I am saying is in one of them 39 stripes, it was conquered for you and me. And if you got someone in your life that can't figure out what stripe it is, love them enough to go figure it out for them. Everything that we see naturally is supernatural first. So I might not be able to walk with someone that I know that's going through different things. But what I know is when my ears hear it and it's heard for a reason, I know how to get on my knees and pray. When I hear it and it's for a reason, I know how to talk to Jehovah God. When I hear it and it's for a reason, I know how to use the compass of the Holy Spirit to lead, God, and direct me. I may not be the one that is their person they walk with, but I don't believe nothing happens by chance or surprise to Jehovah God, just to us. So today, this week, I want you to do an inventory, all right? I've already told y'all who has access to you and why, okay? Who has access to you and why? I've also told you God moves in seasons. So why do you think that you don't? Okay? You got to know what's in place for you in this season and why. All right? Then you got to learn how to keep your eyes on you. I promise you, if you do it with Jehovah God, baby, you will learn how to submit. And you listen, the submission will birth out humility. Submission is something that happens inside of you. Okay? People run from the word. I ain't submitting to him. I ain't submitting to her. You better submit to the Spirit. And then your character, your actions, all of this, you're able to receive the gift of who you truly are, because you do know that you are righteousness. You do know that you're the head and not the tail. You're above and you're not beneath. You have dominion and you're a ruler and your territory is broad. That's who you are. You're victorious, not a victim. I just want to come and remind you. All right? Do I minimize sickness? I do. Because I've been sick. I get sick. I feel sick, but I'm healed. Okay? Do I minimize mental health and the stats and all that? I do. Because I understand that the battlefield's in the mind. I'm not minimizing the situation, but what I am enhancing is what's in me and what's greater than those things. And I know that I'm a help, not a burden. Who are you today? Okay? Because only you can be the best version of you unapologetically. And nobody can clone you and no one can do it better than you. So we got to learn how to count it all joy. Every trial and tribulation. We got to learn when the light comes. Okay? Sunday was light. Sunday was light. He even tried to attack me, the enemy. See, listen. He tried to attack me while we was at not little. I gotta stop saying the word little. Somebody was like, why everything gotta be little? I don't know. Because in my head, everything little compared to God. Everything is little compared to the victory. All right, everything little. But it was not little, it was major. Like I said, shout out to Tyler. But at her graduation, I was like, man, I don't feel good. Something's going on. Something's going on. I don't feel good. So we were right at the end. They were doing the hymn and the reverend was coming up. And I was like, ooh, Ron, I gotta go. I don't feel good. So I had told myself, you know, I'm going to see Ty, I'm going to see her family, and I'm going to go home. See, I'm trying to tell y'all something. If we get caught in the natural, we'll miss what's in the supernatural. We'll miss it. So, of course, naturally, I wasn't over there like there's this whole conversation going on in my head, but that's really what was happening. Because I saw her, I took a picture, I took one picture with her, and then I was like, I'm out. You see what I'm saying? But let me tell y'all, see, y'all say, well, this is just normal, Nicole, because it was graduation. Of course it's a wait. No. So everyone went to Longhorn, and the wait was over an hour, at least an hour. So it gave me time to go to the Target, sit still. I think I talked to Danielle for a little bit or whatever. Went in there, got me some little jerky. Y'all listen, wasn't nothing wrong with me but hunger. The sister was hungry. I was hungry, okay? But I was able to go back to Longhorn. And it's funny because Tyler came out and she was like, I knew something was going on. What was going on with you? So I showed her a bag of beef jerky. I said, girl, you want some? Like, I needed to eat. But I say all that to say, there is an enemy that wants to kill, steal, and destroy. He wants to take those moments of breaths of fresh air, those moments of light as we walk through this journey. He wants to try to take them from you, okay? So we gotta be mind conscious and be careful. We don't walk around on eggshells, but be careful with the things that you say. You can acknowledge some stuff, but you gotta remember everything that you say, the enemy hears too, okay? So you always leave it with a but God, because I don't care what something looks like. I don't care what a doctor say. I don't care what your friends think, nothing. There is nothing on this journey that has not already been conquered and fulfilled. We just got to figure out what part we play in it. Don't continue to try to create your purpose. You are purpose. So receive it as a gift, because you are a gift. That's why this is present time. Everything I said is already gone into the past. And y'all don't know what I'm about to say because you don't know the future. Okay? Embrace, receive the gift of who you are. All right? So it's Meal Prep Monday. I don't know what time it is. I'm over here busting the sweat, so I know I'm done. It's Meal Prep Monday. I want to remind you to stay focused, stay humble, stay positive. It's never what you go through, it's how you choose to get through it, because it is a fixed fight. You've already won. You are above whatever it is, not beneath it. And when things start getting heavy, I done told y'all, Forrest is like my mentor. He's like my God. It is okay to run. It don't make you weak. It actually makes you strong. It makes you smart. Everything ain't for you to deal with from other folk. Okay? Keep your plate light, because this journey is going to add some stuff on it. And when it start coming, you need the ones around you that's going to help you clean the plate. They don't have to take the plate, but they going to help you organize it, order it, clean it, and even make it light for you. Maybe they have to take a portion, but they won't take it away. Okay? Know that, because you're worth it. And it's already been predestined and preordained. There's always a ram in the bush. So I am Nicole D. Jones, and I want you to continue to have a fantabulous rest of the day. Smooches.